Crazy. That we say, who will buy rotten bananas if fools are not allowed to attend the market? The Homa Bay leaders and Homa Bay people are unanimous on this. Did not disrespect the president, but the people. Because you will not make president less president by not showing up when he comes to your home. He did not even invite them to State House. He said, I will come to where you are comfortable. I will reach you at your place and on your terms. So it is contempt to us, the people of Homa Bay. And, but there were leaders. You know, we come from Homa Bay. We are not foster children of Homa Bay. We have run in Homa Bay. We are also from there. And I saw people of Homa Bay and Luoland really saying ahead of their politicians. They were seeking visa. There's this common word where before you leave, men are said to be given visa. So they were looking for visa from whoever their leader is, who maybe had not given them the visa to attend. But it was pathetic, unnecessary, because that week my governor had approached international organizations seeking water for Homa Bay. A very good progress. At most, they give 30 million. The president come with a 4 billion plan. You are not there. And so it is one thing that we don't miss our words. I've been chatting with them. I've been asking them what happened. I spoke to Honorable Pondo Kalumba, but I'll be gracious because he lost his father last night. So I will have been more mean. He's the MP for Homa Bay, but he's mourning, and therefore I respect that, and so I will not go beyond that. But the president knows Homa Bay. The people of Homa Bay, some of us voted for him. I decided not to vote in Nairobi, but in Rangwe, and the ink have not dried. So we voted, a few that voted, but that is not even the point. Because at this point, the president said that the handshake will not be done by few individuals. It is about service. And that is a new politics that probably become novel, that people who are used to, if you come, you know, gang kind of politics, if you come to my neighborhood, that's what happened in gangs. You must first check by me. And as our gang leader authorized you. If not, we are mean to you. There are some markets here in Nairobi that you cannot enter until you have spoken to this right person. That is politics of the past. Look at what he said. And you see, the word roadside does not mean it has been said on the road. I think Honorable Kaluma took that word literally, of course. So roadside means that there is no policy around it. But if you have made policy, for example, he talked of the cotton, and there was already a policy, and he said tomorrow the cabinet is going to approve a GMO so that there is cotton in this region that can sustain you. Then just because it is also spoken on the road where people are, does not make it roadside. I don't think that was the literal sense of roadside. It meant there is no policy around it. If he come and say, and he named them very well, I was so embarrassed, because when he was startling around one, I tried to distract and shout a name, and he told me, no, not that one. It's like, my goodness. So he knows them by name, because I was trying to stretch him to where he wasn't. These were roads that were ongoing, and that he is saying should be completed. It is the people who shouted CBC. It is the people actually who shouted CBC. And he said, yeah, there is a task force that will review it. And we have had complaints, for example, that it is taking too long. I don't think that the curriculum should be what helped me spend time with my children. And that time is not quality to me if it is us going around seeking feathers and whatever the assignment is. Because at home, we have spiritual duties to undertake with children. We have social duties. I want to give them the history of the Luo nation. But if it is about this mundane assignment that now we are running helter-skelter, that now finally we are spending time with the children, I think they have missed it by a mile. So we were very excited. Of course, it has been a lot of lobbying to know that Homa Bay is the first county in Nyanza that the president have stepped on. One of the few, in fact, I think the most places he has gone is Central Kenya. And he said, shockingly, he had signed a charter. So for those who think we are shooting from the hip, he had signed a charter, and I signed on behalf of Homa Bay County how fish can industrialize that place. We don't need to be in Nairobi. We should be teaching blue ocean and fish laws in Homa Bay. So there is a charter that Homa Bay people signed with Kenya Kwanza, and he said he will implement it. It can be shared with whoever wants to see it. We signed what is the bottom up of our pineapple, what is the bottom up of this sweet potato, that when I walk in Githurai, I ask somebody, wow, beautiful, he tells me this is from Kavondo. And in Kavondo, they have picked it at 10 shillings, but they are selling them at 200. So what is the bottom up of that? If there is a time that Homa Bay people have been excited, when we went with the Excellency in the middle of the campaign, it shocked me because for the first time he apologized and said that the previous government might not have been very true to developing this region. What we don't want is, let us do politics, let us do oversight, but let the government not envision a region as an enemy, because you don't empower your enemy. You don't want to put money in the pocket of your enemy. And the president is saying there is no region, even for not voting for me, will become my enemy. That is them exercising their constitutional right. Now, a lot of things that I've seen in social media, you know, it looks like the leaders are being braggy and bragging, but fear sometimes come out as arrogance. I think they are afraid. I don't know why, but they need to be reassured that leaders, there is no reason of being afraid, that this government will serve you right like any other Kenyans, that you are in the plan. Some of the things we are talking about and I've seen appear that we are arrogant people, but I think they are born out of fear. We should not be afraid of this government, because from the heart of the president and the government, they are very particular in industrializing Luoland. That is the plan of decongesting Nairobi. That is the plan of empowering everybody. That is the plan of, and so the silly arguments, for example, saying, why a church in Homa Bay? I don't think, I think we might as well go to Jivanji Garden and debate that, but not in an NTV station. Because those are Jivanji, no disrespect to Jivanji group debating right now, but those are Jivanji kind of argument. Why not? The question is why not? Why not Homa Bay? Why not AIC in Homa Bay? Why not address people in Homa Bay when they are standing there? And by the way, it is so interesting because the leaders have communicated, the members, the citizens have communicated to the leaders that you are not disrespecting the president. You are disrespecting us because you earn your salary. Okay. You don't want development coming our way, and you are trying to sabotage that. I saw one saying he should have been given a plane. I saw another one saying they are not Nini, because guess the fear. Our county have not been helping us, and that is why they are afraid. All right. Our counties have not helped us. They have remained cash cow for some parties, but this time I'm glad that Homa Bay and Luoland is in the heart of this government. Okay.